ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
आगे पीछे वाले सब बोलो ओम शांति। अच्छा, शांतिवन में बैठे ओम शांति।
Sitting in
डायमंड हार्ट में बोलो
Shantivan.
ओम शांति। अच्छा, कल बाबा आ रहा है।
Tomorrow Baba is coming.
कल आ रहा है ना?
He's coming tomorrow, is he not?
आप सबके नजरों में कौन है?
So who is in front of the eyes of the Father?
दूर देश का रहने वाला
The
बाबा
one
के हमारे पास आता है।
who comes from
देश में नहीं
far
आता, हमारे देश
away
में आता है।
comes to our land here.
संगम पर हमारे पास
At the
बाबा आता है।
confluence age, Baba comes to us.
दूर देश बहुत दूर रहने
He
वाला,
comes from such a
हमारे लिए
faraway
दूर नहीं
land.
है।
But for us, he's not so far.
जो बाप का घर सो हमारा घर।
The Father's home is our home.
हाँ? कितना नशा है।
What intoxication is there?
तो मुरली का सार है
So the essence of the Murli is
बच्चे।
children.
बाबा कहते बच्चे।
Baba says child.
बाबा की मुरली में बच्चे बच्चे बच्चे
In
बच्चे
Baba's
बच्चे
Murli
बच्चे
there is
कहता है।
child, child, child.
बच्चे कह के माया से
By
बचा लिया है।
saying child, we become free from
फंसे
Maya.
हुए थे।
We were trapped.
माया ने देहमान
Maya
बस बना दिया, घेराव
made
कर
us
दिया।
trapped in body consciousness and surrounded us.
अभी उनसे छूटने के
And
लिए
now, in order to become free from it,
बाबा रोज इशारा
Baba
करता है,
every day signals us,
देयमानी बनो।
be soul conscious.
किसको कहता है देयमानी
Who
बनो?
does he tell to be soul conscious?
जो ब्राह्मण समझते हैं ना मैं ब्राह्मण हूँ,
The one who thinks he's a Brahmin.
उनको ही बाबा कहते हैं देयमानी बनो।
For that one is being told, be
Check
soul
करो अंदर।
conscious. Check inside.
देयमान कहाँ छिपा हुआ मेरो?
To what extent is
वो
body
use तो नहीं कर रहा
consciousness
है।
hidden?
देयमान
It's
मुझे
not that
use
it's
तो नहीं
being
कर रहा है।
used, is it? It's not using me, is it?
उस देयमान को अंदर ही अंदर
And so inside that body
गुप्त
consciousness,
पुरुषार्थी,
an incognito effort maker,
सच्चा पुरुषार्थी
a
बन
true effort maker,
पीछे बाबा के यादों में
stay in Baba's remembrance,
देयमान को खत्म करना है।
finish body consciousness.
ये है सच्चा पुरुषार्थ,
This is true effort.
जो देह के भान से परे होने
The
की
one who is able to remain beyond the body,
सहज स्वभाव हो जावे।
one can have an easy nature,
देह के भान से परे।
beyond the consciousness of the
मुझे
body.
खुशी होती है जब मैं आती
I'm
हूँ।
happy that when I
हमारा
come,
रवि भाई सखीरी पायो मैंने तीन रत्न, ये गीत जरूर बजाता है।
Ravi Bhai plays this song.
ये तीन गीत मेरे बड़े प्यारे हैं, समझ गए हैं।
It's a very loving song.
एक बाबा तेरा बनने में सुख मिलता है लाई है।
Baba, belonging to you,
कौन
I
है जिसको
receive
सुख मिला है
happiness.
बहुत? बाबा
Who has
तेरा
received
बनने
a
में
lot
सुख
of
मिलता है
happiness?
लाई है। अच्छा, सभी हाथ उठा रहे हैं।
Has everyone?
अच्छा,
Everyone is raising their hands.
अच्छा,
Okay.
हम जब वहाँ गई थी ना,
When I
पहले
went first in the beginning
साउथ अमेरिका,
to South America, in
हमारी
Brazil,
गोविंदा बहन अभी आई है।
Ida Ben is
वो
here.
गीत बड़ा प्यार से गाती थी।
She
बाबा
used to
तेरा
sing this
बनने में
song,
सुख मिलता
very
है लाई
nice.
है।
Baba, belonging to you, I've experienced a lot of happiness.
बाबा तेरा बनने में
Baba, by belonging to you, there is just happiness. The one who sings this song doesn't have body consciousness.
देयमान थोड़ा भी होता है तो
Even if there's little body consciousness, feeling is not good.
कोनो ग्रहण दृष्टि नहीं होती है।
We're not able to imbibe
कोनो ग्रहण
virtues.
करने की दृष्टि नहीं होती है।
The drishti of inculcating virtues is not there.
सर्वगुण संपन्न बनना है तो
To
सर्वगुण
become
बनना है।
complete with all virtues, complete
कल बाबा आ रहा है।
Satopadhan. Okay, tomorrow Baba
अपने
is
आप को
coming.
बाबा के सामने कैसे बिठाना है?
How are you going to sit yourself in front of Baba?
कैसे बैठूं बाबा के सामने?
How should I sit in front of Baba?
बाबा में देख रहा है।
Baba looks at us.
बच्चा कहाँ तक है?
A child to what
हर
extent
बात पास करके पास से आनर में आ रहा है।
is able to pass and come into the past with honors.
बाबा की हम बच्चों के प्रति हमको कहता है निर्मोही बनो।
Baba says
और
to
आप
us,
हमारे
be
में
beyond
संस्कार लेकर के
attachment.
बैठा हुआ है।
and He loves us a lot, and we're sitting here.
इतना प्यार है बाबा का
We have so much love
हम
from
बच्चे
Baba
सतयुगी राज पाने के लिए
in order to
अभी
claim
ब्राह्मण
the kingdom of Satyug. Brahman is higher than even the deities,
देवताओं से भी ऊंचे है
higher than the deities.
ये लाइन पर तो हम ब्राह्मण ऊंचे हैं
We Brahmins are the highest,
कैसे देवताओं से भी ऊंचे हैं
even higher than the deities.
देवताएं तो एक पुरुषार्थ का भी हम पुरुषार्थ करके
Deities
देवता बन
don't
रहे
make
हैं।
efforts, it's
उसके
we who
पहले
make effort to become deities. But before that,
अवतार में इतने अच्छे शब्द हैं
in the blessing, the lovely words,
कौन से शब्द हैं
what words are there?
पांव धरती से ऊपर हो
That our feet should be beyond the ground,
धरती से ऊपर हो
beyond the ground.
फिर के पांव धरती पर नहीं होते
An angel's feet do not touch the
काया
ground.
प्रकाशमय होती है
They are like lights. They're auras of
शरीर
lights.
ऐसे हड्डी मांस वाला दिखाई नहीं पड़ता है
You can't see their body,
ऐसी
physical
हड्डी
body,
बनाने के लिए
in order to create such a stage.
अभी संगम युग पर
Now at the confluence age,
सखीरी पायो मैंने तीन पहले बाबा तेरा अपन सुख मिलता है लइए तो सखीरी पायो मैंने सखी सबको
I have all friends.
तो बाबा ने फिर कहा है
Baba has
ये
said,
है ज्ञान गंगाएं
these are the Ganges of knowledge.
भाइयों को भी
Today also to brothers, you are on Mansarovar, and the sisters, these are Ganges. He actually takes us on a high level.
स्मृति में रहे ना
Stay in this awareness,
लगेगा स्वराज
and you'll feel that you'll claim the kingdom.
बाबा जैसी हमको याद दिलाता है तो अपने आप
Baba reminds us, and so one needs to look at the self. That child, the things that you have to see with the eyes, don't see.
इन आंखों से देखने वाला मत देख
Don't see things through these eyes.
परंतु मुझ परमात्मा बाप को अच्छी तरह से
The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, sees
के बीच में
the middle of the forehead, the sparkling, shining star. And by Baba looking at this shining star, the soul,
स्टार मिसल
the soul is like a star and begins to sparkle.
ऐसा पुरुषार्थ करना हो
If you want to make such an effort,
सिंपल है
it is very simple.
कोई डिफिकल्ट बात
It's not so difficult.
कभी शब्द ये नहीं निकलेगा
Never words should emerge that this is little difficult.
डिफिकल्ट कहा
If you say difficult, you feel it,
वो राजयोगी नहीं बने
then you cannot be a Rajayogi.
राजयोगी माना
Rajayogi means the one who is able to claim the right of the kingdom.
सत्युगी
Rajyogi.
अलग बात है
The Raja of Satyug is different, but the Raja of Confluence 8 here now, the reality of royalty now.
रियलिटी क्या है
What is reality?
तो ये अभी
Now,
अहमदाबाद में ये मुझे पक्का
in
हो गया।
Ahmedabad, it was firm.
एक है सफाई
First, cleanliness.
ये बाबा ने सिखाया है
Baba has taught us
तन
this.
की सफाई
The
मन की
body
सफाई,
should be clean, mind should be clean, everything should be clean. White, white, everything white.
जो वाइट पर थोड़ा सा
Why?
दाग दिखाई पड़ता है
Because it is when you wear white, you can see a stain.
डरा हुआ तो दिखाई नहीं पड़ता है
If it's colored, you may not see the stain.
अंदर बाहर
And
साफ।
that's why Baba is saying inside out should be clean. Then you'll be healthy.
ज्ञान रत्नों से बाबा का ज्ञान रत्न मिलते हैं
Baba's
ज्ञान ऐसे सुनने सुनाने
jewels
वाला
of
नहीं है।
knowledge is being received. Knowledge is not heard just like
मन
that.
चिंतन में
But inside, I churn that knowledge. In my
ज्ञान
thinking,
को पहले मीठा लगता है
first knowledge becomes sweet for us. And then afterwards, we can see the value of that knowledge working. I had no virtues before.
ज्ञान योग से अपने आप आ रहे हैं
It is through Gyan and Yoga that all these virtues begin to come.
शिक्षा दिया
First, Baba gives us the teaching.
बनना होगा
You'll have to become Satoguni.
न हो
Even if you have no virtues, at least become Satoguni. Then all gun, all virtues will come within you.
से
Through Satoguni, you have godly virtues coming inside you.
फ्यूचर में
In the power of future,
थोड़ी कोई गुण कला होती है
there's a little, even if they have a little bit of art, they become intoxicated. Whose children am I? Whose child am I?
ईश्वर में
I have God's virtues inside me, and those virtues come inside me. Isn't that wonderful?
बाप के गुण हमारे में आ जाए
God's virtues become mine, and so for that,
गाँव गुण नहीं देख
never look at anyone's weakness.
न देखना न
Don't look,
सुनना, न
don't
सोचना,
hear,
न
and don't think.
never. इसके लिए
For that,
not allowed.
it's not
किसी
allowed.
का भी अवगुण दिखाई पड़ा
If you see anyone's
वहाँ
weakness,
ईश्वर की संतान
that
नहीं।
means I am not godly
मेरे feature से
child.
future मुझे नजर नहीं आएगा
Through my features, they will not be able to see the future.
feature से ही नहीं बताएंगे
Our features will not be visible. Then what is my future?
हमारा future
Baba
बाबा
says,
कैसे बना रहा है
how is creating
अभी
our
हमारे feature
future?
से दिखाई पड़े
It's through our features we can see.
तो future का ख्याल रखना है
So you have to see your future.
समय
Care about your future, but in the present,
नहीं गवा
think that your thoughts should not be wasted. It's very valuable.
समय संकल्प
Time
समय
and
भी
thoughts.
मैं कहती हूँ समय अच्छा वो पे रह जाएंगी
Okay,
बनना हो तो
to
सफाई
become healthy,
वेल्दी बनना हो तो ज्ञान
there is
हो तो
cleanliness. Wealthy, then play with the jewels of knowledge. Share the jewels of knowledge. But if you have it, then you're able to share it. The more you share, the more you become wealthy. It increases, accumulates. Good jewels, valuable jewels. It's not that you should just give a speech, but you have to share those. Then what do you have to become?
जैसे मुझे बाबा का
Then,
मैसेज दिया,
just as Daddy Gulzar gave us the message, past is past.
जो बात बीती ना याद
Whatever
ना
is past shouldn't even
कल
be
की बात,
remembered.
सुबह की बात भी याद ना
Yesterday's, whatever happened yesterday, should not be even remembered
reality से
today.
राय बन
That's reality. Through reality, you become
बीती
royal.
बात को थोड़ा भी याद रखना
Even to
माना
remember the
सच्चा
past
मानना।
means as
एक
not to be
सच्चा
true.
वो, सोना,
Truth is that
और
one
क्या चीज़ है?
who is
क्या चीज़
gold.
है?
What is reality?
परमात्मा से क्या चीज़ है?
What is the
Realization
Supreme
से,
Father? Through that realization,
realization से, अपने आप को जानने से,
by recognizing
अपने आप को
yourself,
अच्छी तरह से देखने से,
to look at yourself
पता
well,
चलता है,
you begin to recognize who am I.
who am I? सारा दिन देखो,
The whole day check.
तो किसी ने कहा अभी हम इतना
Somebody said
75 आ रहे हैं
75
मिनट
years.
योग लगाएंगे। मैंने कहा आप 75 मिनट योग लगाएंगे
For 75 years, we're going to have yoga.
मेरा योग न लगे
If the whole day I have no yoga during the day,
सारा
what's the point of doing that?
भाग्य नहीं मिलेगा
I won't get the fortune of passing with honors if during the day I don't have that amount of yoga. Not only 75 minutes or 75 hours do I have to make effort for. I shouldn't remember anything else.
कोई बाबा का चरित्र
Okay, Baba's activity is related. Baba's words are so high and elevated.
वरदान का काम कर वर्ष
It does the work of blessings, it does the work of inheritance.
ऐसी बातें
Such,
भले आपस में
such
प्रयास
things
करें।
you should
जो बाबा की
discuss.
बात है,
Baba's things, nothing else, just Baba's knowledge.
बाबा के महावाक्य
Baba's
बच्चे
words
सुनने,
should
सुनाएं,
be heard, should be listened to, and then shared. And in that you remember Baba.
कोई किसकी भी बात है
Anything
थोड़ी याद की मुख
you
से
remember,
की,
if you repeat it,
कितना भी योग लगाओ योग नहीं लगेगा।
then no matter how much yoga you
सही
have,
बात
you
ये
won't
है,
be able to have
जो
yoga.
मुरली सुनते हैं,
The ones who
बाबा
listen
आ
to
रहा है,
Murli,
बाबा के सामने
Baba is
बैठे
coming,
हैं,
we're
बाबा
sitting
की
in front
दृष्टि
of
से
Baba, it's through Baba's drishti. It's wonderful.
सदाई बाबा की दृष्टि, बाबा के महावाक्य,
Baba's drishti, Baba's words,
बुद्धि योग,
the yoga of the intellect.
योग से लाइन क्लियर,
The line becomes clear,
कैचिंग पावर,
and I catch
समय अनुसार
the power
बाबा को कराना
according
है,
to
हाँ,
time.
बाबा।
What I have to do, I do.
ऑटोमेटिक बाबा
Automatically, Baba will
और
make
मैं
it
कहीं
happen.
बाबा मैं कैसे करूं,
But if I think, how do I do this? What will Baba say?
तो ईश्वर की संतान होकर के कहती हो,
You are God's child and you're saying this.
किसकी संतान हो,
Whose
कहाँ की
child am
रहने
I?
वाली हो,
And where do you belong? Where do you
भविष्य
come
तुम्हारा क्या
from?
इतना ऊंचा है,
Your future is so high.
तुम कहो कैसे करो,
And you say, how do I do this? No, you can't say
बाबा
this.
इनसे संस्कार कैसे मिलाऊं,
How can I
क्या भाषा
harmonize
बोलते
this
हो?
sanskar? What type of
तो
language
बाबा
is
हमारे
this?
भाषा को देख रहा है,
Baba looks at the
भावना
language,
को देख रहा
looks
है,
at the bhavna,
तो बाबा ने आज मुरली
and
में जो
today
मेरे को
Baba in the
बाबा ने
Murli
कहा था,
directly Baba told,
तो आज बाबा ने कहा तेरे
Baba
माने
has said
सर्व
today
का भला,
that it's through you
कैसे
that
होगा
others
कि
are
तुम्हारी
benefit.
चढ़ती कला
How will it
से,
happen? Is when you ascend.
हिस्ट्री हाल में बाबा ने कहा था, बच्ची पता है,
Child, do you
तेरे
know,
माने सर्व का भला,
through you you
हमारी
receive
चढ़ती
benefit,
कला से।
and through you going up.
सदा देखो,
Look,
चढ़ती कला है,
is there an ascending
रुक के तो नहीं
stage?
है, कोई
You
रुक
don't
के तो नहीं
stop.
बैठा है।
You don't stop anywhere, do you?
कहाँ हम अपने आप रुक के ऐसे देखने लग पड़ते हैं,
If
सोचने
you
लग
stop,
पड़ते
then
हैं।
you will think. You'll begin to
या कोई
look.
ऐसी बात सुनाता है,
Some will share such things, will become merged in what they
अपने
say.
आप को सेफ रखना,
To keep yourself safe,
साफ रहना,
clean,
सच्चा बनना,
true.
ये हमारा लक्ष्य कभी भूले नहीं।
Don't forget that aim.
सेफ रहो,
Stay safe.
बचाओ अपने को।
Save
ऐसी
yourself.
बातों से, सुनने
Don't
से, बोलने
go
से, देखने
into
से
listening
बचाओ।
to anything else.
सेफ्टी है,
There is safety.
तो साफ रहेंगे।
Then you remain
तो
clean.
थोड़ा छींटा पड़ेगा,
Otherwise, there'll be little spots.
तो क्या हम भी अगली हो जाएंगे?
Then we will become ugly.
तो अगली नहीं बनना है।
Then we don't have to become ugly. We have to become
ऐसा
angel.
बनने के लिए
In order to
तीसरा
become like that,
बहुत अच्छा रचना जिसकी इतनी सुंदर,
the creation, this is so beautiful. See how Diamond Hall is. It's full completely. At Murli time is completely full. So what will it be tomorrow evening?
तो मुरली, देखो, मुरली के आज की मुरली के
Today is Murli.
टाइम,
At this
कल
time,
मैं ऊपर जाने वाली थी शाम को,
yesterday evening I was going to go
कहने
up.
का 17,000
But
आए
Moini
हुए
when
हैं।
said that 17,000 I have come, I thought, how can I go up?
भाई ऐसा सुंदर दृश्य है,
Such a beautiful
इतना सुंदर
sight.
है,
It's so
रचना
beautiful.
कैसा है,
Imagine
रचना को
if the
देखो।
creation is so
नहीं,
beautiful,
विश्वास बैठा, रचना
what
को
is the
देखो ना, ये
creator going
किसकी
to be like?
रचना है? कैसे डायमंड हॉल बनाया, कैसे बच्चे
How
के
the
पैर
diamond
से
hall
बंद
is
कर दिया,
created.
बाबा आएगा,
Baba
बच्चों
will
से
come,
मिलेगा,
Baba will meet
अभी
the
बच्चों से
children.
मिलने बाबा आता है,
Baba
दिमाग ही छोटा
comes,
पड़ गया, बाबा को
but
क्या
the
करना
hall
है?
is so
बाबा
small
जान
now.
रहा है
What will
कि
Baba do
क्या
now?
है। डायमंड हॉल तो बनना, अभी कौन
Diamond
सा हॉल
hall is
बनेगा?
built
बाबा को क्या
now.
करना है? बाबा
Is the
को
platinum hall going to be built now?
हमको कहता है क्या करो,
What should we do now?
करो। अपनी सूरत में,
And through your face,
फीचर्स में
your features,
बाबा को दिखाई पड़े,
Baba should be visible.
वो कुछ दिखाई न पड़े,
Nothing else should be
देखे
visible.
निकाल छूट जावे।
And everything else should become free. Do such karma.
ऐसे कर्म करो,
Do such karma.
कर्म का आधार संकल्प है ना,
Basis of karma is thoughts.
जो कर्म से,
Through
जैसे
karma,
माँ बाबा के कर्म से,
it's through Baba Baba's karma,
फिर माँ बाबा के चलन से,
through Baba's
फिर माँ बाबा के चेहरे
footsteps,
से, हमको
through his
शिव बाबा
face,
याद रहता है, याद
we
रहा।
remember Shiv Baba.
नहीं तो शिव बाबा को अकेला कैसे याद कर सकते?
Otherwise, how can we
ऊपर वाले
remember
को
Shiv Baba
माँ बाबा
alone?
के माध्यम से
It's through Brahma
ये
Baba
इतनी समझ अच्छी बाबा ने
that
दी है,
we receive such good
शिव
understanding.
बाबा को परमपिता परमात्मा को याद करना न पड़े, अपने आप
We-
याद आती रहे।
We don't need to make effort to remember him, but it's automatically that we have remembrance.
ये सब बातें मुरली में है। यज्ञ
All these
रचा है
things
ना,
are in the
यज्ञ में
Murli.
बैठे हैं ना,
You're sitting in the
यज्ञ खा
yagya.
रहे हैं ना,
You're eating
यज्ञ
at the
सेवा कर
yagya.
रहे हैं ना,
You're doing service
यज्ञ
of the
सेवा कर रहे
yagya.
हैं ना, तो भाई जात बाकी क्या आएगा?
Then what else will be remembered?
जिसका खाते हैं,
The one,
बाबा
the one
कहते
you
हैं,
eat.
गुणगान नहीं करो,
Don't just sing the praise, but actually inculcate the virtues.
ये जो गुण है ना, वो भी तो ग्रहण कर लो।
The one you're eating from, inculcate that one's virtues.
जो
That is what Baba's hope in us for is about. His hopes to fulfill those. This is the time to fulfill the hopes. The one who fulfills hopes will never be disheartened.
बाबा की जो आशाएं है ना क्या क्या है वो कभी निराश नहीं होंगे, कभी उदास नहीं होंगे.
They'll never be sad.
सदाई
They'll always
मिजाज
be happy.
खुशकिस्मत. तो बाबा ने कहा है
Baba has said,
तकदीर बनाने, बाबा तकदीर बनाने आ गया है.
Baba has come to make fortune,
कोई पुरुषार्थ ऐसा करे ना.
but to create such fortune you have to make effort. Today the day has come that the meaning of each song is wonderful.
अच्छा अभी टाइम हो गया है, नहीं तो
Okay, the time is
कोई और
up.
भी बात सुना देती, अभी नहीं सुनाती हूँ. अभी समझा. आज की मूली सुनो.
Today's Murli.
मीठे बच्चे,
Sweet children,
ये संगम युग है, चढ़ती कला का.
this confluence age is the age for ascending.
इसमें सभी का भला होता है.
Everyone benefits in this age. This is why it is said there is benefit for everyone due to the stage of ascending.
कहती समझा ये बात? नहीं समझा.
Did you understand?
हिंदी अच्छी है, ये इंग्लिश अच्छी नहीं होंगी. चढ़ती कला तेरे भाने सर्व का भला.
There is benefit for everyone due to the stage of ascending.
प्रश्न. बाबा सब ब्राह्मण बच्चों को
Question.
बहुत बहुत बधाइयाँ देते हैं.
Why does Baba give all Brahmin children many congratulations?
उत्तर. बाबा कहते
Answer.
बाबा कहते तुम मेरे
Baba
बच्चे
says, it is because
मनुष्य
you
से
children
भिन्न बनते हो.
of mine become deities from humans.
तुम अभी रावण के जंजीरों
You
से
now
छूटते
become
हो.
free from the chains of
स्वर्ग
Ravan.
की राजाई पाते हो.
You pass with honors and claim the kingdom of heaven.
सुनना, बधाइयाँ मिल रही है.
You're receiving
बनते हो. मैं नहीं भी. इसलिए बाबा
congratulations.
तुम्हें बहुत बधाइयाँ. मैं नहीं बनता, तुम बनते हो.
I don't become it, you become it. He gives a lot of congratulations.
तुम आत्माएं पतंग हो.
You
तुम्हारी
souls are
डोरी मेरे
kites.
हाथ में है.
The strings of all of you are in my hands.
तेरी डोरी पतंग की डोरी. ये बाबा
The
सरकार
kite
ने
string
चलाई
is
है.
connected to you
कानों से सुनी
in
हुई
your
है.
hands. You hear this from the Sakar Muli.
पहले वो पतंग ऊपर, पर पतंग आपस में भी टक्कर खाते हैं. वहाँ
Even
ऊपर
the
जाके
kite, when it's flying up high, it actually gets entangled with another kite.
तेरे हाथ है.
But who's holding the kite?
तुम्हारी डोरी मेरे हाथ में है. मैं तुम्हें स्वर्ग का मालिक
I
बनाता
make you
हूँ.
into the masters of heaven.
कि आखिर वो
Song.
दिन आया.
At last, the day for which we had been waiting for
ओम
has come.
शांति. ये
Om
अमर कथा
Shanti.
कौन सुना रहे हैं?
Who is telling you this story of immortality?
अमर कथा कहो.
Whether you call it the story of immortality,
सत्यनारायण की कथा
the story
कहो,
of becoming true
वाल्मीकि
Narayan,
की कथा
or the
कहो,
story
तीनों
of the
मुख्य
third
कारण
eye,
हैं.
all three are important.
अब तुम किसके सामने
Now,
बैठे हो?
who are you sitting in front of?
और कौन तुम्हें सुना रहा है?
And who is actually relating this to you?
सत्संग तो इसने भी बहुत किए हैं.
This one has
बाबा कहते हैं,
done
सत्संग
many
तो मैंने
spiritual
बाबा को सत्संग करता हुआ देखा है.
gatherings. I have seen
बाबा
Baba
ने कैसे सत्संग किए वो मैंने देखा है.
relating spiritual gatherings.
सत्संग बहुत किए हुए हैं.
He's done a lot
वहाँ
of
तो सब
them.
मनुष्य देखने में आते हैं.
There you can only see
कहेंगे
human
फलाना
beings. They
सन्यासी
say
कथा
such and such a
सुनाते हैं.
sannyasi relates.
स्वामी शिवानंद कथा सुनाते
Or
हैं.
Swami Shivanand also relates story.
गली गली में सत्संग है.
There are many satsangs, spiritual gatherings in Bharat. Even women simply take up a religious book and have a spiritual gathering. So human beings need to see that here it's such a wonderful aspect. Who is in your intellects?
परमात्मा.
The Supreme
कहता
Soul.
भी बाबा सामने आया
You
हुआ
say
है.
that Baba has now come in front of you.
ये भाई बाबा बहुत अच्छी.
It's very good.
सभा में आओ ना.
It used to feel that when you
पहले
came in the
जाओ,
gathering,
और जाओ.
Baba would
मैं
say,
बाबा को
"Go,
लेके आता हूँ."
I'm coming, I'm bringing Baba with me to the
बाबा
gathering."
सामने आया.
Baba would come in front.
कौन आया है?
Who has come?
उसमें ये गीत बहुत अच्छा. कौन आया?
And the
मेरे
song
बाबा
was
के द्वारे.
beautiful. Who's come in front of us in my mind?
परमात्मा तुम कहते हो बाबा सामने आया है.
Now Baba, the
निराकार
Supreme Soul, has
बाबा
come in
हमको
front
बनाते
of us.
हैं.
He teaches us, and human beings say, "Wah, but God is beyond name and form." Baba explains, there is nobody beyond name and form. You children know. Here, not an ordinary human being is teaching us. Wherever you go in the whole world, here the Supreme Father, the one you call incorporeal Father, God Father. By listening to these things, do your eyes close? No. This Murli is not just a story, a lullaby. Your eyes actually awaken. The one who is incorporeal God Father, He teaches. It's a new aspect. It is birth after birth. You listen to these things. This one is a Pandit, this is a Guru, and there are many names. Bharat is very big. Whatever they teach, whatever they explain, they're just human beings. The one who relates as human beings, even their disciples are human beings. They relate such things. Always it's the body's name that has been related. The path of bhakti, the incorporeal, is remembered. Hey purifier, come. He comes and explains to you children. You children know that the whole world becomes impure every cycle, and that it is only the incorporeal Father is the one who makes you pure again. Religious wing is sitting here. Where are they? What happened? When first they used to go on service, they used to say, go to Haridwar. Go and dive in the Ganges. Go and see them dive in the Ganges. And in the evening they used to worship the goddess of Ganga. And the Mother Ganga was being worshipped. And then they used to relate the song of the purifier. And first Baba taught how to give lecture there. Practically he taught us how to explain, to tell them what they're doing. You children know the one incorporeal is the one who purifies. Now you're sitting here. Now see yourself, the one who is sitting here. Some are ripe, some are firm and some are not. Some are strong and some are weak. It is because you've been body conscious for half the cycle. That is, you now have to, in this birth, be soul conscious. The Supreme Soul sits here and explains to each of you souls. In your body, the soul that sits in this body, it is the Supreme Soul who sits and explains to that soul. The Supreme Soul teaches the soul. The soul takes the sanskara. The soul says that I am so and so. However, no one is soul conscious. The Father explains that those who belong to the Sun dynasty and Moon dynasty in Bharat will come at this time and become, at this time, they'll become Brahmins and then they'll become deities. Human beings have the habit of being body conscious. They forget to remain soul conscious. You understand this, do you know? I won't say names. It's a habit of being body conscious. They forget to remain soul conscious. This is why the Father repeatedly says, become soul conscious. It is the soul that adopts different costumes and plays his part. These are his organs. The Father now says to the children, become. The Father now says to the children, Baba says again and again, The day and at last the day has come.
मनमना भव है।
Become manmana bhav.
बाकी तो गीता पढ़ने से कोई राजभाग थोड़ी मिल सकता
No one can
है।
receive the fortune of the
कोई
kingdom
समय
by just saying the
त्रिकादशी
Gita,
बनाया जाता है।
by just studying the Gita.
राजभाग देने के लिए त्रिकादशी बनाया जाता है। रात दिन का फर्क हो गया।
There is a difference of day and
बाप
night.
समझाते हैं।
Father
मैं तो पूरा योग
explains,
सिखाता
I
हूँ।
teach you Raj
कृष्ण
Yoga.
तो सतयुग का
Krishna
प्रिंस
is a
है।
prince of the golden age.
जो सूर्यवंशी देवताएं थे,
The sun dynasty
उनमें कोई
deities
ज्ञान नहीं है।
don't have this knowledge.
ज्ञान तो प्राय
The
हो
knowledge
गया है।
will have disappeared.
ज्ञान है।
Knowledge,
थोड़ा सा इस बात का होता है।
I do feel
इतना
this,
अच्छा ज्ञान
such a beautiful
हमको
knowledge
मिला है।
we have
इतना
received.
मजा आता है। ये प्राय
It
हो
makes
गया
you
है।
so happy, but that will disappear.
लगता है कि फिर क्या होगा?
Do you wonder sometimes
इतना बाबा ने
what will
दिया,
happen?
इतना दे रहा है,
Baba has given so
इतनी
much,
मौज मना रहे हैं
we're
ज्ञान से।
experiencing such happiness,
इतनी मूल्य सुन करके सुना रहे हैं, फिर ये प्राय लोप हो जाएगा।
and that will go, it will disappear. Don't you worry?
ज्ञान है ही सद्गति के लिए।
Knowledge is received for salvation. In the golden age, there is no one in degradation.
अभी ये कलयुग
That is the golden age, whereas it is now the iron age. In Bharat, there are first 8 births in the sun dynasty and then 12 births in the moon dynasty.
वो 20 जन्म होंगे, 12 सतयुग, 12 त्रेता और सतयुग। ये जो एक जन्म है ना,
This one birth of yours
अच्छा जन्म
is
है।
the best birth of all.
तुम ओ प्रजापिता ब्रह्म मुख
You are the mouth-born creation of Prajapita Brahma.
देवता धर्म
This is the
को
most
सर्वोत्तम
elevated
नहीं
Brahmin
कहेंगे।
religion.
ब्राह्मण धर्म सबसे
The
ऊंचे।
deity religion cannot be called the most elevated religion.
आजकल वो सोशल वर्कर है।
Nowadays, there are many social workers. Your work is spiritual service. Theirs is physical service.
वो है जिस्मानी सेवा करना, रूहानी सर्विस एक ही बार होती है।
This spiritual service can only be done once.
सोशल वर्कर आदि नहीं थे।
Previously, there were no social workers. The king and queens used to rule. In the golden age, there were deities. You were worthy of worship, and then you became worshippers.
लक्ष्मी नारायण द्वापर में
When Lakshmi and Narayan go on to the path of sin in the copper age, people build temples to them.
होता है ना, मंदिर बनाते हैं। पहले पहले शिव का
First of all, they built a temple
वह
to
सर्व
Shiva.
का सद्गति दाता।
He is the bestower of salvation for all. Therefore, he must surely be worshipped. Shiv Baba made souls viceless. Then Shiv Baba made the souls viceless. Then there is worship of the deities. You were worthy of worship and you then became worshippers. Baba has explained. First he says, be soul conscious. Now what will he explain? Mrityunjay Bhai, what will he explain? When Baba used to explain, first soul conscious, now continue to remember the cycle. You have come down the ladder and have now fallen to the floor. It is now your stage of ascending. It is said there is benefit for everyone due to the stage of ascending. I now bring the stage of ascending for all the human beings of the world. The purifier comes and purifies everyone. When it was the golden age, after your stage of ascending, all the rest of the souls were in the land of liberation. The rest of the souls were up there. The Father sits here and explains, sweetest children, I only take birth in Bharat. Shiv Jayanti is coming. It is remembered Shiv Baba came. He has now come once again. This is called the sacrificial fire. How will you give Baba's introduction? This is called the sacrificial fire of imperishable knowledge of self-sovereignty, in which the horse is sacrificed.
इसमें विघ्न
The
भी पड़े थे।
sacrificial fire
अभी
was
पड़ रहे।
created to attain self-sovereignty.
माताओं पर अत्याचार होते हैं।
There were
कहते
obstacles
बाबा
then.
हमको ये नंगे
There are
करते
obstacles
हैं,
now too.
हमको ये
Mothers
छोड़ते
are
नहीं हैं।
assaulted. They
बाबा
say,
हमें
Baba,
रक्षा करो।
we are being stripped.
दिखाते
They
द्रौपदी
don't
की
leave
रक्षा
us
हुई।
alone.
अभी तुम 21
Baba,
जन्मों के
protect us.
लिए
They have
वेद के
shown
पाप
how
से वर्षा
Draupadi
लेने
was
आए।
protected.
याद के
You
यात्रा
have
में
come
रहकर,
to the Father to claim your
याद के
inheritance
यात्रा में रह करके अपन को पवित्र बना के
for 21 births.
फिर विकार में गए तो खलास।
Through the pilgrimage of remembrance, you purify yourself, then by indulging in vice, everything is finished and you fall right
जो
down.
कलप पहले बने थे,
This is why the
पवित्रता
Father
की
says,
प्रतिज्ञा
you
करेंगे।
definitely have to
कोई
remain
पवित्र
pure.
रह सकते हैं,
Those who
कोई नहीं
become
रह
this
सकते हैं।
is
इसमें
in
मुख्य बात है याद की।
the previous cycle will
याद
make a
करेंगे,
promise for purity.
पवित्र रहेंगे,
Then
स्वतंत्र
some are
चक्र
able
में
to remain
रहेंगे,
pure and
मुक्त
others are
पाएंगे।
not. The main thing
एक
is
सेकंड में
remembrance.
याद करेंगे,
If you stay in
पवित्र
remembrance,
रहेंगे,
remain
स्वतंत्र
pure,
चक्र फिराते
spin the
रहेंगे।
discus of self-realization, you will claim a high status. Is that okay? Is that easy?
विष्णु के दूर राज करते हैं
The
ना।
dual form of Vishnu
विष्णु को जो
rules
शक्ति चक्र
the
दे
kingdom.
दिया है, वह देवताओं को नहीं।
However, the ornaments of the conch shell and the discus that they have shown to Vishnu do not belong to the deities. Their movie is being shown. You understand that we are now residents of the land of peace. That is the incorporeal world. What is the soul? Even human beings don't know. They say that a soul is the supreme soul. They say of a soul that it is a sparkling star that resides in the center of the forehead. It cannot be seen with these eyes. No matter how much someone tries to lock a body in a glass case to see how the soul leaves the body, no one understands this. How it comes out. However, they do say the soul is like a star. Without divine virtue, without divine vision, you cannot see the soul. On the path of devotion, many people have vision. It is written that Arjun had a vision of eternal light. Arjun cried out that he was unable to tolerate it. The Father explains, there is nothing as bright as that. When a soul enters a body, you are not aware of it. You now understand how Baba enters and speaks. It is the soul. It is the soul that enters. How Baba enters, we know. We do know, do we not, how he enters and how he speaks. Now you know. Now this is how Avyak Baba comes. He comes. You then know that he comes. And Baba speaks. It's a wonder, is it not? In Sakar, Shiv Baba came. Bap Dada both come together. Now you know how Baba enters and speaks. The soul speaks. It's all fixed in the drama. It's not about anyone's strength. A soul doesn't leave his body and go somewhere else. That is just a matter of a vision. It's a wonderful aspect. The Father says, I enter an ordinary body. They invoke the soul. Previously, they used to invite a departed soul to come and would then ask his questions. Now everyone has become Tamopadan. The Father comes to purify the impure. They say of 84 births, you should understand that those who came first must have taken 84 births. They speak of hundreds of thousands of years. The Father now explains, I sent you to heaven. You went and ruled there. You people of Bharat went to heaven.
राजयोग
You were
सिखाया
taught
करता
Raja
था।
Yoga. Baba reminds us of this.
भारतवासियों को स्वर्ग में भेजा था।
You
राजयोग
Bharatvasis were
सिखाया
sent
था
to heaven.
संगम
You
पर।
were taught
बाप
Raja
कहते
Yoga at the
हैं,
confluence
मैं
age.
कलप
The
के
Father
संगम
says,
किया।
I come at the confluence age of the
गीता में फिर
cycle.
युगे युगे के लिख दिया है।
They have then written in the
तुम
Gita
जानते
that
हो,
He comes in
हम
every
सीढ़ी
age.
कैसे उतरते
You
हैं
now
और फिर
understand how you come down the ladder and
कैसे
how you then
उतरते
go
हैं,
up.
फिर चढ़ते हैं।
There is a stage of
चढ़ती
ascending
कला,
and a
फिर
stage
उतरती
of
कला।
descending.
अब ये
This
संगम
is
युग
now
है,
the confluence
सबके
age. It
चढ़ती
is the
कला का
age
युग।
of the stage of ascending for everyone.
सब चढ़ जाते हैं,
You're now climbing and going up,
तब ऊपर में जाएंगे,
and then you will
फिर
come
तुम
down in
आएंगे
heaven
स्वर्ग
to
में
play
बाप
your
बजाने।
parts.
सत्युग में दूसरा कोई
In the
धर्म
golden
नहीं
age,
था।
there were no
उनको
other
कहा
religions.
जाता है
That
viceless
was
world।
called the
तो
viceless
देवी
world.
देवता वाम
The
मार्ग में
deities
जाकर
then fell onto the
विशेष
path
होने
of
लगते
sin,
हैं।
and everyone
यथा
began to
राजा
become
रानी का
vicious.
बेटा।
As the king and
समझाते हैं।
queen saw
हे
the subjects,
भारतवासी,
the father
हे
explains, O
भारतवासी,
people of Bharat,
viceless world में
you
थे,
were in the
अब
viceless
है
world,
vicious world।
and it is now the
अनेक
vicious
धर्म है,
world. There are
बाकी
many
एक देवी
innumerable
देवता धर्म
religions,
नहीं है।
but the deity
फिर
religion
जब
doesn't
न हो,
exist.
तब तो फिर मैं
It
आपका
is only
स्थापना
when it
करूंगा।
is no longer exists that it would surely
बाप
be
कहते हैं,
established
मैं
once
ब्रह्मा
again.
द्वारा
The Father
आकर
says,
के
I come and
आदि
establish
सनातन
the
देवी
original
देवता धर्म
eternal
की
deity
स्थापना
religion
करूंगा।
through Brahma.
यहीं करूंगा ना।
He would do this here, would he not?
समझा? स्थापना करता हूँ,
He
कहाँ
wouldn't do
करूंगा?
this in the subtle
यहीं आकर
region.
करूंगा ना। सूक्ष्मता में तो नहीं
It is
करूंगा।
written,
लिखा हुआ है ब्रह्मा
it is
द्वारा
written that
आदि सनातन देवी देवता धर्म की
Brahma,
रचना रचते हैं।
it is through Brahma
तुमको इस समय
that the
पावन नहीं कहेंगे,
original
पावन
eternal
बन रहे
deity
हैं।
religion was established.
इसमें पावन नहीं, पावन बन रहे हैं।
It's not that you're pure, but you're becoming pure.
टाइम तो लगता है ना।
Time it does take time.
ये कोई भी शास्त्रों में नहीं।
It is not written in any scripture how you become pure from
वास्तव में
impure.
महिमा तो एक बाप की है।
In fact, the praise is of just the one Father. Because of forgetting that Father, you have become orphans and continue to fight. People ask, how can everyone unite and become one? They are all brothers. Baba is experienced. This one has done all types of devotion. He adopted the most number of gurus. The Father says, renounce all of them. You have found me. He explains the experience. The one who benefits all. It has been said, they don't understand the meaning. They study a lot. The Father explains, everyone is impure, and yes, the pure world is going to be created. Bharat is imperishable. No one knows that Bharat. Bharat is never destroyed, or total annihilation never takes place. They show Krishna coming on a people leaf floating in the ocean. Baba, the Father explains, you too will take birth through a womb. In Satyug, how will you take birth? Through the womb. And very nicely, there it is a palace, the womb is a palace. Here it is, the womb is a jail. In the golden age, a womb is like a palace, and a soul has a vision in advance that he will shed that body and take another. There they remain soul conscious. Human beings neither know the Creator, nor the beginning, middle, or the end of creation. You now know that the Father is the ocean of knowledge. You are master oceans. You mothers are the rivers, and brothers are the lakes of knowledge. They are rivers of knowledge, and you are lakes. There it is the family path. Your ashram was that of a pure household, but it is now impure household. Father says, always remember that you are souls. Only remember one Father. I, the soul, need to remember one Father. Baba has ordered you, don't remember any bodily being.
ये फरमान है
What,
इन आंखों से जो कुछ देखते हो वह सब खत्म हो
whatever
जाने
you
वाला
see
है
with this, with your
बाबा
eyes
कहते
is
मन
to be
मना
destroyed.
भव
This is why the Father says, Man mana bhav and madhyaji bhav.
कब्रिस्तान को भूलते जाओ
Continue to forget this graveyard.
माया के तूफान
Many
को
storms
बहुत
of
आएंगे,
Maya will come.
इनसे डरना नहीं
You mustn't be afraid of them.
माया के तूफान कभी कभी माया तूफान के मिसरा थोड़ी
Maya comes in form of
तूफान के
storms,
मिसरा आती है, बस डरना नहीं है
but you shouldn't become
वो
afraid.
तूफान आएंगे
Storms will
पर कर्म
come,
इंद्रियों से कोई कर्म नहीं करना
but don't perform such actions through your physical organs.
तूफान आते हैं
Storms
तब
will
जब तुम
come
बाप को भूल जाते
only then when you forget the Father.
तूफान
That
तब
storms
आते
come.
हैं जब बाप को माया देखती है ना
Maya
कि
watches.
ऐसी बाप भूला हुआ है तो नचाओ
That one forgets the Father, and so that
ये याद
one
की यात्रा
begins
एक ही बार होती
to
है
come. This
वह
pilgrimage
है
of remembrance only takes place
अमलों की
once.
यात्रा ये है तो बाप कहते
The
हैं
pilgrimage
कोई भी
of
देहधारी को
remembrance
याद
is this. Do not remember any bodily being. You are on a pilgrimage.
तो कोई देहधारी को याद नहीं करो बच्चे
Children
शिव जयंती कितने तारे भेजते हैं
children send so many telegrams for Shiv
बच्चों को
Jayanti.
बाप बधाइयाँ देते हैं
The father congratulates
वास्तव
the
तुमको
children.
बधाइयाँ हो क्यों
Why?
मनुष्य से देवता बनते हो
Because you change from humans
तो
into
जो पास with
deities.
honor होगा,
Then those who pass with
अभी आओ
honors,
बाबा temptation देता है
Baba tempts us in this way. Those who pass with honors they receive a good
ऐसे भी
number.
नहीं करते हो क्या करते हो तुम
What do you do
सुनते हो?
then? You listen to the Murli, do you not?
हाँ? जो पास with honor होगा
The one who passes with
अच्छा
honor,
फल मिलेगा
they will receive a
मैंने
good
देखा ही नहीं
number.
शुक्ल कोई ऐसे खुशी से गया
I don't see any face who's smiling with happiness.
बाबा तुमको बधाइयाँ देते हैं
Baba is giving
तुम रावण के
congratulations
लकीरों
to
से
you.
छूटते हो।
Now you become free
सबकी
from the
आत्माएं
strings
पतंगे
of
हैं।
Ravan.
सबकी राशि बाप के हाथों में है
All strings are
वो
actually in
सबको
the
ले
Father's
जाएगा।
hands. He will
वह
take you
सबका
back
सदगति
home.
दाता है।
He is the
बस तुम
bestower
स्वर्ग
of
की राजधानी
salvation
पाने
for
के
all.
लिए
But you
वो
are
दाता
now,
है। तो स्वर्ग की राजधानी पाने के लिए
in
वो
order
सब
to
कर रहे हो।
receive
अच्छा,
that kingdom,
बोलो,
you're making effort
मीठे,
now.
मीठे, बोलो सभी बोलो मीठे
Everybody speak.
सिकीलते बच्चों प्रति माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप को नमस्ते दाना के लिए मुख्य सार
Essence for dharana.
पासित आनर होने के लिए
In order to pass with honors, remember the one Father
किसी भी देहधारी को
and not any bodily being.
फाइनल में लाधाना में पासित आनर में आने के लिए
In order to pass
कोई
with
भी
honors,
देहधारी को याद नहीं करना एक
not
बात
to remember any
इन
bodily
आँखों से
being.
जो कुछ दिखाई
See,
देता
but
है,
don't see whatever you see with your
इन
eyes.
आँखों से जो कुछ दिखाई देता है उसे देखते भी नहीं देखना है दूसरा हम अमर लोक की
Second,
यात्रा पर
we're
जा
going on
रहे
a
हैं।
pilgrimage to the land of
मृत्यु लोक का
immortality.
कुछ भी याद न
Therefore,
रहे।
we mustn't remember anything
कर्म
of the
में
land
से
of
कोई
death.
भी विकर्म न होवे।
Pay attention to
ध्यान
not performing any sinful actions through your physical organs.
वरदान
Blessing.
जैसी होती है मुरली वैसा वरदान भी ऐसा ही मिलता है बुद्धि रूपी पांव द्वारा बुद्धि रूपी पांव द्वारा इन 5 तत्वों के आकर्षण से परे रहने वाले फिस्ता स्वरूप भव है
May you become an angelic form and stay beyond the attraction of the 5 elements with the foot of your intellect. Who thinks it's easy to become free from the attraction of the 5 elements? Who thinks it's possible? Raise your hands.
5 तत्वों के आकर्षण से नेविल कहेगा मेरी कोई देख
Neville says,
भाई ऐसा ही तो बनना चाहिए ना
I should become like that.
तो बाबा खुश हो जाएगा,
Baba will be
खुश हो
happy.
जाएगा। मेरे बच्चे,
My
मेरे
children,
बच्चे फरिश्तों को सदा
angels are always
प्रकाश की काया
shown
दिखाते हैं।
having bodies of light.
प्रकाश की काया वाले इस देह के स्मृति से परे
Those who
रहते हैं।
have bodies of light remain beyond the awareness of the body.
इस देह के स्मृति से परे रहते हैं। उनका बुद्धि रूपी
The feet of their intellects remain
पांच
above,
तत्वों के आकर्षण
that
से
is beyond the
ऊंचे
attraction of the five
अर्थात
elements.
परे रहते हैं। अब ये पापा ने वो ड्रिल बताई थी, आज पर ये ड्रिल देखो, ये ड्रिल है।
Baba also shows us this drill. This is like a drill
ऊंचे परे रहते हैं।
to remain beyond.
ऐसे फरिश्तों को माया व कोई भी माया भी टच नहीं कर सकता, इतना ऊंचे रहते
Such
हैं।
angels cannot even be touched by Maya, even slightly.
कोई भी बात टच नहीं कर सकती। लेकिन ये तब
However,
होगा,
this will only happen.
attention please, ये तब होगा
However, this will only happen
जब किसी के
when you're not
कभी अधीन
dependent on anyone.
नहीं। शरीर के भी अधिकारी बनकर
Move
चलना है।
along as one who has a right over your body. Be one who has a right over Maya. Do not come into any type of dependence in terms of your Lokik and Alokik relationships. Not to become dependent on Lokik or Alokik relationships. Slogan. The habit of looking at the body. If you have the habit of looking at the body, look at the body of light. Remain stable in the form of light. See, the slogan has made it all easy.
शुक्रिया बाबा आपका।
Thank you, Baba.
ऐसी मूली सुनाता है।
He relates such murli that what should we do by listening through this murli? Yeah, we should keep it here, merge it in the heart.